Your job as a leader is to take the effort to step back, reflect, identify, and then frame the issues central to leading your organization effectively into the future. This is our final blog on Robert Stephen Kaplan's book, What to Ask the Person in the Mirror, How to Effectively Lead and Reach Your Human Potential as a Leader. I strongly recommend this book to anyone who's ascending to being the leadership in their business. Several things to consider I feel are very important. First of all, I can reflect on this because when I ascended to the leadership role in the radio station I was part owner of, even though we had a CEO who was the leader of the organization, she was a person who did not have any experience in running a radio station or in the radio industry. I was expected to occupy that leadership role, and frankly, I was not prepared for what I needed to do. I was so consumed with running the business, getting the growth that we needed, the revenue that we needed, keeping the target audience that we had in mind, keeping our programming on target. I had little time to spend to reflect and look at those questions and even some of the trends that were going on in the business. We sold in 4 years and had great success, but had I been able to take the time to reflect, schedule time to do quarterly meetings, to do annual meetings, look at what we had planned for the business and where the business was going, I would have done a much better job, and I believe that we would have had much more success in perhaps buying other radio stations at that time. So, several things to consider here. You and your organization, you're unique. There's no question about that. There's a lot of variables in terms of geography, industry. The culture that you have is probably quite different in many cases to what others have, but you still need to take time to reflect. And this is a critical aspect of leading better. First of all, build a reflective organization. Make sure your team allocates time to quarterly meetings, annual meetings, and address the big questions. In scaling up in Metronome, we recommend you do this at a minimum quarterly and definitely annually. Circumstances might require you to do it more frequently. Create space for yourself to take time to reflect. Robert Stephen Kaplan talks about taking vacations, not like 7 events in 7 days, taking time to maybe sit on the beach and just reflect what's going on. He also mentions to be sufficiently prepared for these meetings. If you're not taking time ahead of those meetings to reflect on yourself and where the business is going, you're not going to be able to lead your team. So watch the video. There's a really good video here that he has on the 4 secrets of critical thinkers. It's in the blog, and you'll find out why so many leaders find themselves frustrated or unhappy in the role that they're occupying. And you want to make sure you're not there. If your business struggles with growth issues, if it fails to accelerate the growth that you desire, particularly if it's in the 4 decision areas of people, strategy, execution, or cash, or if your business struggles with the cultural issues, the cohesive, the human systems, these are the specific areas where we have the coaching to help you achieve growth through tools, resources, and accountability, and yes, the right questions to ask to help you discover more. I'm Doug Wick, dwick at positioningsystems.com, 319-393-2565. I'm here to help you discover, inspire, and ignite purpose and passion in you and your people.